Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Geeky Leaks podcast. I am Liam.
And I'm Josh.
And this week is going to be weird because there wasn't really a whole lot going on this week. It's not as eventful as last week, but, we still got some gaming stuff. We scrounged up some articles. There's still lots going on, but not as much gaming, I guess, compared to last week. But,
yeah, there was so much last week for gaming. It was insane.
I know. We had to cut stuff out. Not bad, But anyway, so Intel's got some new Xeons they released. Basically, these are the same kind of thing as the high-end Core i9s that you guys have been seeing, but they're the Xeon variants. So, you get stuff like ECC memory support. There's additional instruction sets and stuff like that.
The stuff you'd need if you needed a Xeon, obviously, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it's a Xeon.
If you need a Xeon, you need this.
Yeah, I mean, the other cool thing about these is I believe they're still socket 2066. So if you wanted, they're still socket 2066. So for some reason, if you wanted to get an X299 motherboard and put one of these in it, you could.
Yeah.
I don't know if you need to have the C series chipset for ECC memory support.
Yeah.
So I would make sure you double check that just in case. But yeah, I mean, a lot of times people just get it for the cores.
Pretty much.
So I mean, like for example, if you wanted to get, if there's a higher core count Xeon that's cheaper, and you need cores more than clock speed compared to the Core i9s,
right? You
could get one of these and slap it in an X299 board.
At least you have options.
At least you got some options. But anyway, so those are out. The real reason I kind of brought this up kind of ties into the next thing we're going to talk about, which is Acer. Acer releasing some new desktops, which are like, holy crap. I mean, the article says it all for elite gamers, which is certainly true because you can stuff these things with an 18-core CPU. Mm-hmm. They say quad GPU. I believe specifically they're talking about quad Vegas, and I think you can do 3 1080 Ti's.
Okay.
So I mean, like either way, it's
just ridiculous.
It's just lunacy.
Anyway.
It's completely insane. But I mean, the 18-core Core i9 they stuff in this thing is $2,000 on its own. Just to give you an idea of that price point, like. $2,000 for not even the cooler, like $2,000 for a CPU. So just to give you an idea of what this would cost if you decked it right out.
It's gonna be over $10,000 computer.
Yeah, or like close to it for sure. This thing's gonna be ridiculous. But you can throw 124 gigs or 128 gigs of memory and 42 terabytes of storage on it if you want.
Yeah. So if you want all the options,
if you're insane,
pretty much.
So there's if you guys scroll down the article, you'll see like here there's like the 4 Vegas and everything.
It looks nice, just like these Radeon 4 times in the case.
That's baller.
Yep.
That's like straight baller.
It's Predator.
Yeah, exactly. On the front, which is also sweet, there's also 2 USB 3.1 Gen 2s, a Type A and a Type C, and 2 USB 2s on the front as well. So lots of USB in the front, which is sweet.
I just don't understand Type C on a desktop, but whatever.
I could see it in the front. Maybe just for smartphones?
Sure, in the front. But even then, like you buy Type C to Type C cable, which no smartphones come with anyway. You buy Type C to Type A, right?
Not yet.
So, I don't know. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
I don't see it.
I don't know.
There's no reason to have Type C in desktop, in my opinion, because like it's designed for something like a phone. Or it'd be nice for a charging port on a laptop.
Well, if it has Thunderbolt, there's plenty of reasons.
Okay, yes, if it has Thunderbolt. But I'm just talking Type C USB.
Yeah.
I'm not talking Thunderbolt.
I mean, again, like I think that Acer's probably thinking a little bit more forward thinking, because I mean, I would hope that in a couple years smartphones would start to come with just
Type C to Type C,
because we need to get Type C on desktops before they start giving us Type C to Type C cables, right? Like you can't. It's like the chicken and the egg problem kind of thing, right?
Yeah, true.
So, whatever.
It's gonna be weird for now.
Basically. I'm just glad to see USB 3.1 Gen 2 on the front at all.
Yes, as long as 3.1 Gen 2 is in, so I'm happy with that.
And you get
whether it's Type A or Type C, I prefer Type A at that point.
Yeah,
right now anyway.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with you on that for sure. But so if you guys want to buy a ridiculously crazy gaming laptop, desktop, this is where it's at right now. This thing is crazy. Moving on though, so this is just going to be quick. PCI Express 4.0 obviously was going to be a thing. We all knew it was going to happen at some point.
Obviously.
Apparently the standard's going to be coming before the end of the year, but like the article says here, apparently it will be short-lived. PCI Express 5.0 is going to be coming a couple years from now. We don't really have an exact date, which is sweet. I don't really know. Like,
I feel like this has to be taken with a grain of salt though, because the difference between 2010 and like PCIe 3 and PCIe 4 is going to be huge.
Yeah, well, yeah,
and then 7 years is a big difference, so I don't believe them to say 2 years is the next one, especially for them to double it.
Well, the other thing too, though, is that we've been on PCI Express 3.0 for longer than we should have.
Yes.
Because I mean, if you look at the timeline, right, like the PCI Express 1.0 and 3.0 was 7 years.
Yeah.
We've been on 3.0 for 7 years.
Yeah.
So I mean, we're definitely overdue. Which I mean, so I don't know if they're not necessarily going to accelerate 5.0. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
But we're definitely due for 4.
Oh yeah.
The only thing is, I don't know, like, I don't necessarily think 4.0 is going to give you more FPS per se.
No.
What 4.0 is going to do for a lot of people, I think, more than anything, is going to be like either if you're using a whole bunch of graphics cards, sure,
or a bunch of different cards in general, I guess.
Yeah, or I could see it where it's like you only get 4 lanes available for like an NVMe drive.
Sure.
But now they're 4.0, which means you get double your speeds, because like the 4.0 lanes, or the 4 lanes we have in 3.0 right now, are already being saturated by top end drives.
Exactly.
So in that sense, I could see 4.0 being good for that.
It's basically just now you can actually saturate essentially an old PCIe 3 and still have the bandwidth of another PCIe 3.
Yeah,
essentially.
or, you know, if you only have, say you're on a mainstream platform, like
Yeah.
Z270 or whatever, and you only have 16 lanes,
Right.
now you can only give it 2 and still get the same speed.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
essentially that's essentially what I mean, just in a different sense.
Yeah. So I mean that's kind of cool too. I think it remains to be seen. I don't know if we're going to see PCI Express 5.0 in 2019. And keep in mind too, this is just the standard being finalized.
Right.
There are some vendors that are apparently going to push out products before the end of the year and early next year with this.
Yep.
But apparently those vendors are going to be using revision 0.9.
Okay.
Not the full 1.0 revision.
Sure.
The 1.0 revision is going to be done by the end of the year.
Okay.
So
The official release, in my opinion, at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know really what the difference is between those. I don't know.
I probably wouldn't.
really-
I probably wouldn't gamble and try and get a 0.9 revision something, because like that seems dumb to me. That seems like a beta something. Basically.
It's not 1.0, so to me, yeah, it seems like it's unfinished. I don't know if that's going to matter in terms of like speeds and stuff. I
wouldn't
don't know,
invest
but-
in that if you're considering reliability is an issue.
Yeah.
That would be my advice.
I mean, it's like anything else. You're going to pay an early adopters tax,
and then you're going
probably
to deal with the problems of that early adopter as well.
Exactly. You're going to be with anything you buy new, whether it's a PCI Express or CPU or video card, whatever.
Exactly.
If you buy it day one, you have to pretty much expect to be a beta tester.
But even from day one, maybe not necessarily beta tester. Like this seems even a little bit farther than that, because like day one is still an official release.
Yeah.
This is not. This doesn't even seem like an official release. So
yeah, I mean, then
kinda,
again,
I don't know.
we don't know what product specifically we're going to be using
True.
revision 0.9.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
We have to wait till they come out and to make any sort of accurate judgment, really.
And frankly, I don't even know the differences between 0.9 and 0.1R.
Yeah.
Or 1.0. I just know that, like, speaking from like a general perspective, 1.0 is usually like revision 1.
This is the official
This
release.
is finalized now.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know. Faster is better, I guess. So.
Yeah.
I'll just leave it at that for now. Speaking of faster is better. So this is some stuff we kind of already knew. It's talking about Volta V100 and Vega 100 or Vega 10.
Yeah.
V100 or V10. That's not confusing at all.
No, not at all.
Basically, this is a lot of info we've already known. Like, I'll scroll down a bit
Yeah.
here. With regarding to the V100, there's some specs here. We've already kind of talked about this on the show briefly. It's going to have... This particular chip has 5120 CUDA cores. The full actual unlock chip has like 5348 or something like that. So more than double a 1080, which is like crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, which is going to be crazy. Like the double precision cores this thing has on it are as much as a 1080. So like you have a 1080's worth of double precision cores, which is like just crazy.
Ballin'.
But keep in mind, this is a chip that is over 800 millimeters squared. To put that in perspective, the biggest Kepler chip ever made is, 600. So, I mean, this thing is huge. Like, when they announced it on stage, like what Jensing was saying.
Basically like 30% more.
Yeah, like the way Jensing explained it on stage was like, look at your
yeah. I remember.
what do you call it?
Apple Watch.
Apple Watch. Look at your Apple Watch. The die is basically the size of your watch.
Yeah.
Which is
Like,
just...
that's nuts. That's
which is
huge.
absolutely insane. But the other thing I thought was cool is they give a little bit more details about Vega 10, like professional chip in here as well. I mean, obviously we know about it's a lot of repeat about stuff we already know. I think they're trying to kind of keep a lot of this under wraps until the actual chips are out.
Yeah.
But the one chart, and the reason I'm even kind of brought this up, to talk about the next compute stuff in here as well, is talking about the i25 because it has a lot of FP16 compute, which is half precision. The reason this is cool is because AMD's previous chips, even Polaris, its full precision and half precision were the same from Polaris and Fiji. So when you get into the stuff with Vega, you get 50% more regular precision, which is a good jump. Like, that's sweet.
Yep.
But when it comes to half precision, you're talking triple
Okay.
what Fiji was,
Damn.
which is huge because AMD...
So 50% and then triple.
Yeah, so because AMD re-engineered the chip so that if you go to half precision, it's twice as fast, which frankly is kind of what it should be.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's never been that way on AMD's chips before. So this is sweet. So I mean, like, you go in 2 years, you get triple the speed in terms of half precision, which, in case you guys didn't know, that's what a lot of games use. Now, obviously, you're not going to get 300% frames,
No.
which would be sweet. But if you're going to just talk about raw computing horsepower,
It's there.
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So that is pretty cool. More details of this will come out,
Excuse me.
obviously, when the actual products are released.
Yeah.
But at least we know it's got the horses under the hood,
For sure.
which is pretty sweet.
Yeah.
If you guys want to read all the details, obviously the articles are
Yeah.
all below and stuff. But speaking of AMD, this is going to be really quick. We always got to have AMD something.
Yeah, we talked about this, the 1900X one that was actually kind of like announced, I guess.
Yeah, so the 1900X was announced. Now it's actually like launched. Like
Yeah.
you can go buy this now.
Yeah.
Which is sweet.
So 550 American. I think that's what we said.
Yep.
That's what they confirmed, I think, before this anyway.
Yep, that was the official launch price.
So
Which is sweet because again, the reason this thing is awesome is because you get 64 freaking PCI Express
it's
lanes.
insanity.
Well, technically 60, but anyway.
Whatever.
But yeah, like you still get all the PCI Express lanes.
Compared to anything, it's not even close.
So
Or sorry, compared to like anything compared to it, they're not even close.
yeah, I mean it's compared to anything Intel has right now for the money. I mean, yeah, okay, Intel's got them on IPC, sure. But if you just want to like plug in a bunch of stuff to your motherboard, there is nothing that's better than this except for Epic, which is also AMD.
And even then though, it's like, what are you gonna pay for those IPC gains?
Well, exactly.
Like a lot.
Yeah.
So
because even Intel's 8-core equivalent chip is still, I want to say about
it's like double, isn't it?
No, the 8-core they made cheaper, but it's still like $100 more.
Okay.
And but it only has 28 lanes.
Yeah, so it's nothing
So
compared
it's
in terms
less
of
than
lanes, but it has IPC, so I don't know.
But
it's kind of hit or miss, I guess.
yeah, like if you want to game and you know, even if you wanted to game and stream, I still wouldn't even recommend this one because the Ryzen 1800X,
Yeah, you can go lower.
or the 1700X even are a lot
Exactly.
cheaper than this.
Exactly.
This is like
I need the lanes.
The way they describe this is like I don't need more than 8 cores, but I need a bunch of video cards.
Yeah.
Or I need a bunch of
You're mining or
PCI
whatever.
Express SSDs or something.
Yep.
But anyway, this is actually available to buy now, which is cool. So if you guys were waiting for this, go check it out. It's $550 US. It's actually, honestly, considering a pretty reasonable
I was gonna say
price.
it's actually a decent price.
Yeah. So we talked about this, I think, last week briefly as well.
Yeah, lots of repeats, I guess, but
But these are official images of the LG V30.
because I think last week we talked and said that these were, I don't think they were leaked, but I think they were more rumored to be.
Yeah,
they
well, I
weren't
think
conf-
that
they weren't
rumor was, like,
confirmed.
leaks,
They weren't
but-
confirmed.
Yeah.
But we saw renders of them last week, and we were like, "Oh, damn, they're actually like pretty nice." But now we actually have official pictures, so
Yeah, and I
and
guess
it's basically exactly what you said. It just seems kind of like a new G6, bigger, better G6 kind of thing.
Yep.
I like the blue.
Yeah,
I
blue's
actually like
nice.
the midnight blue. It looks kind of nice.
Yeah. I'm still, where is it though? I'm digging the black.
Of
still.
course, for sure. But it's nice to see other colors. Yeah, those are balling.
Yeah, so there's some nice pictures. And the cool little thing too is this is supposed to be a 6-inch phone, so it's a little bit bigger than the G6.
And I think it has Bose insignia on it or something in the back. Like, what is that? If you look at the back, there's an insignia on it. It's like some branding. Not sure what it is. Scroll along the pictures with the back.
Yeah, one sec here. Let's go up a little bit.
Right there. See that little?
Oh yeah, down there.
That's something. Looks like there's a little insignia underneath the fingerprint scanner.
Oh, key wireless charging maybe?
Is it?
I don't
I
know.
don't think so. Usually there's not an insignia for that.
Yeah, fair.
Usually just does the thing.
The logo at the bottom. Oh, that's talking about the front. Yeah, I'm not sure. Either way, it looks like a nice phone though.
I think it's a Bose logo. I think it says BOSE, but I could be wrong. I can't remember what it is. I know someone talked about it, I think in a video when they were talking about the V30, but I'm not sure who that was.
Shaping up to be a nice phone though.
Yeah.
Looks
I want it. I want that manual video mode. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, fair.
No other phone even tries to do that. So
Yeah, speaking of stuff that you put in your phone.
this is ridiculous.
Oh my
And like I
God.
said, I almost don't believe them for this. Obviously, the capacity is going to be there because it's Sandisk, and they wouldn't
No,
advertise this
Yeah,
if it wasn't a thing.
the capacity is going to be there for sure,
But
but
like, they're claiming 400 megabytes per second apparently, or this article either made a typo,
Now-
which is also potential, I guess.
now they say transfer to 400 megabytes. We don't know if that's read or write.
Yeah, like-
or like what it is.
I just don't believe that. I need to see it with my own eyes. I could see 100.
Yeah, 100
Because like
that's
95 is pretty normal for a regular SD card.
Yeah, that's like a decent, pretty reasonably fast SD
Yeah,
card.
like I
that's
think
sure.
I think you can get micro SDs that are like, I think the same thing. I think you can get 95.
Yep. Yep.
Um,
That's what this is. This is a micro SD too.
Yeah.
Makes it even
So like
crazier.
micro SD that's 400, that's a huge step. That's 4 times as much. I don't necessarily believe that unless I see it.
Now the only, and this does not prove it at all, but the only thing that I could be like, okay, maybe it actually does is because it is $250 US.
Sure,
So
it is expensive.
It is ludicrously expensive.
But I feel like that's more related to the capacity than the speed.
It's possible
Because like 400 gigs is huge for a micro SD card.
True, but I mean that's also like the price per gig of that is insane. Like that's more than SSDs. That's
Yeah.
up there with NVMe SSD.
That's what I
pricing.
mean. Like, it's
So-
expensive.
So
So,
I mean,
because I think I can get like a 64 for like $30.
yeah,
So,
and it'll still be like actually somewhat fast.
yeah.
So I mean, we'll see. I don't know. I'm just saying, like for the price per gig of this is up there with like a 960 Evo.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping the speed is there. We'll have to wait and see, obviously. But
I don't know what this new A1 standard is either, so I gotta look into that. But yeah, it's kind of strange.
even if it's only 100 megs, just the capacity alone is
Just
still
if you need a 400 gig SD card, you know which one you're buying because this is the only thing available for the most part. So.
exactly. Thing is a monster.
Like recording for days.
Yeah. Speaking of recording, and recording you talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's held on the car sheet.
Yeah.
But apparently Microsoft and Amazon are teaming up for this like integration of Alexa and Cortana.
Which I don't know. I don't think that's a bad thing.
I don't necessarily think it's bad. I just don't know like what direction are they going to go with this.
I feel like it just kind of combines their two services and it just kind of opens it up because now people can use Alexa to do things on their computer, or they could like maybe like Alexa already buys things on Amazon, so maybe it can be used to like buy things from websites now, or like I don't know. I'm just making shit up.
But I'm just wondering, like, is it? I guess we'll have to kind of wait and see how it's going to go. But like they like in this article, TechSpot's talking about doing stuff like Cortana, open up Alexa. Which to me, which to me seems like why would you not just?
Why don't I just talk to Alexa? Why don't I just talk to Alexa? Talk to Alexa or talk to Cortana.
The only thing I could see at that point though is if they're going to integrate it on such a deep level that, like, say you don't own an Amazon Echo or whatever, the Amazon Home thing, I can talk to Cortana on my Windows computer and still use Alexa because the databases are, because they're basically just querying a database or whatever, right?
I would assume so. I'm not sure though.
So I'm assuming, like, at that point, like, if you're going to do something like Cortana open up Alexa, that the Alexa software is going to be basically integrated in such a way that you don't need to buy an Amazon device anymore to use it.
That would kind of defeat the purpose as well, right? Because then everybody would just use it on their like that would. I don't think Amazon will do that though, because that's just going to cut their sales.
Yeah, fair. I don't know.
Because I know the Amazon Echo sells well.
Oh yeah.
And I think Alexa has a big part to do with that as well.
I mean, like, I don't know if people would necessarily stop buying them, but they'd certainly slow down.
So I don't think Amazon will make that decision at that point, just based on that.
Yeah,
it's really hard to say how they'll actually like, especially after reading that or open Alexa. Why don't I just go talk to Alexa? It seems absolutely stupid to me.
But again, that's what I mean. Like, maybe that's why they're doing that, because if you don't have an Alexa device, then you can access Alexa through Cortana. Maybe I don't know, but.
Well, like, then what would it really do for you? Like, you couldn't start playing music. You could basically just buy stuff off Amazon through your computer, which you just do through your computer anyway. Like, I don't see it. I don't know. The thing I see maybe is like, okay, I think they said right there, calendars and emails and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like you could talk to Alexa, who then could talk to your Windows computer and read your mail, or like tell you a date that you had in your Windows computer based on your Hotmail account.
Sure.
I think I could see that.
I guess if your Windows computer is in like another room or something.
Yeah, say you have an Amazon Echo and you're cooking and you're like, oh shit, what was that? I have a birthday party this weekend. Hey Alexa, when was that birthday party on the weekend?
Yeah.
And then she just tells it to you because she accesses your Windows computer.
That makes
instead
sense.
of because I don't.
I could see that more than like, hey Alexa, open Cortana.
Because that makes more sense to me, and I think they said that.
Or sorry, hey Cortana, open Alexa. Sorry.
That's I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I guess from the Windows side to the Amazon side, it doesn't make as much sense as the Amazon side to the Windows side. Because there's like the calendar on Windows. There's the like whatever your mail, your calendar.
I guess at that point it's kind
anything.
of making an Alexa, or of course, Cortana more of an extension of Alexa in that sense.
Yeah, essentially. Because I think Alexa right now is just kind of like.
We'll have to see. It seems
talk to Amazon basically.
Yeah.
Buy things on Amazon, or like, I don't know, do the thing in my house.
At which point, and I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like I guess maybe it's less work to have Cortana make Alexa order something for you than it is to integrate the functionality of having Cortana order it for you.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
It makes sense. Because I'm sure there's some backend actually programming that and making it work.
I don't know.
But anyway, weird.
Either way, all I know is we're gonna have to keep our eye on this because something weird's gonna come with this.
More spying.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, now Amazon can share all your personal data with Microsoft.
Mint.
Perfect.
Loving it. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, speaking of something to actually love, that's actually good.
Yes.
Apparently, Steam VR games are going to be able to be played on Microsoft's VR platform that is cheaper than buying a Vive.
I just realized that is Acer branded as well.
Yes.
I did not know it was made by Acer.
Yep.
Interesting.
I think there's a couple. So, like, what Microsoft has been, my understanding of this is Microsoft wants to party with, I think, more like companies than just Acer. They want to be able. It's like a platform that anybody can create devices for.
Okay.
Which is sweet.
So they have the standards and they just put them out.
Pretty much, yeah.
That makes sense.
Acer's the one that's kind of jumped all over it. But I think, and I could be wrong, I have to double check myself, but I think it was either HP or Dell was also working on one as well.
Okay, that doesn't surprise me. I feel like the Dell one will probably be overpriced as fuck.
Probably, but at that point, it's probably going to be like a business thing.
True.
For like training or something.
Like what bit? I guess, yeah, okay, yeah, fair.
Speaking of which, this is like, I'm going to just go off topic real quick here, but like for training and shit, like, I should have sent it to you, but like KFC, for example, is using VR for training employees now.
Wow.
There's an 8-minute training video they put out where they like, it's crazy. I watched it. It's an 8-minute training video that you go through. You have to, they show you how to like fry chicken. It's easy, but like it's creepy because they like have you locked in a room and like you're not allowed to leave until you do this correctly. Yeah, it's weird. I'll show you.
That's really weird.
I'll show you after this.
That is really weird.
Actually, you know, I'll try to find that really quick because it'll probably be easy to find. I'll put it in the description.
That's really
weird. It's creepy, guys. Watch it and be creeped out.
That sounds very strange. You're locked in here.
Yeah.
Cook some fried chicken,
yep.
please.
Like you're locked in here forever until you cook the chicken correctly.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
How about I just like shut the video off?
Yeah, but anyway,
like,
that's. I'm just saying, like, I could see people like businesses using VR for training purposes.
Yeah, definitely.
Even hopefully less creepy.
There's some people who already do it. I think most of the time right now it's in trades. Like I've seen welding simulators.
Yep.
Which is really handy, really.
Yep, for sure.
It's like custom VR controllers at that point and stuff. So.
But yeah, back to this though. So anyway, the whole reason we mentioned this is because like maybe you have a VR ready PC, like me and you. We both have VR ready PCs, and I would love to play VR. But even with the Vive price cut, we're in Canada, so $600 US is roughly $900 to us almost.
Still
well, maybe $8.
It's still $1,000.
It's still a lot of money, you know. If you can get this for $299, or I guess $400 US with the motion controls, now we're looking at more like $600 Canadian. It's a little bit more kind of in the ballpark for me.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know about you guys, but like I'm stoked on VR. But if I'm gonna spend $800-900, it's because I'm upgrading my video card.
Yeah.
Not because I'm buying a Vive. Not yet, anyway.
Like I need a room for that.
Yeah.
Before I'd even consider it.
Yeah. I know you guys can't see this apartment, but I don't have room for a Vive setup in
yeah,
here.
fair enough.
So this would just be maybe another kind of less expensive option. And maybe it's not as good as the Vive, but if it's like $300-400 less.
So honestly, it does look a lot freaking cheaper.
Yeah.
Like it does not look anywhere near as good.
But if it's
in terms of
30%
like,
less money, then okay. I mean,
and then in terms of like visual quality and essentially like comfort, it's reasonably close to the same.
Yeah, we don't know what the panel in it's going to be like and stuff like that. I don't think there's much detail of that in here. But
I feel like it's got to be up to a certain standard at least anyway. But
yeah,
just for it to be even a decent experience, it's got to be at least somewhat okay. But.
Yeah. But it could be interesting. We'll have to see when it's out and there's actual reviews for it and stuff. But
yeah.
Speaking of reviews, this is our last thing for this week. It's our one kind of little gaming thing other than the VR thing we snuck in here. Destiny 2 has been benchmarked on PC, which is sweet.
Yep.
Basically, without going through charts and stuff and boring you guys, I mean, check out the article on TechSpot. They always do awesome, like 30 graphics cards on the thing. It's
the chart you're looking at here. You can basically kind of tell from the video, but it's like your top end is 1080 Ti, Titan XP right underneath it. And then bottom is like, what, 1050 Ti? Okay, it goes a little lower.
No, you go down all the way to like a GT 1030.
Oof, yeah, so anyway, like a 960 will run this game above 30 at 1080p maxed.
Yeah, so I mean, 1080p on high with like anti-aliasing on, you can get over 60 FPS all the time with an RX 570.
Like if you have a 980, you're basically maxing this game at 1080p and getting like 80 FPS all the time.
Yeah, that's the minimum.
So like,
yeah.
Like you're pretty good.
I mean, if you wanted to, like, let's say, like, realistically, if you just wanted to play the game at, like, normal and get 60 FPS, 1050 Ti would probably be fine, because this is high and you're getting 52 minimum.
True.
So, like, if you just want to play normal and get 60, 1050 Ti or, like, an RX 380X or, like, a 380 is pretty much probably going to be fine.
Yep.
And if you're okay with a little bit less than that, I mean, it's a shooter, I wouldn't be, but...
Like, you can actually kind of get down there and still get some okay FPS.
Yeah, like, if you wanted to put this on normal, you could probably get away with a 950 or an RX 560.
I think this is still on high.
This is on high, yes, but I'm saying like if you wanted to get closer
if you wanted to get 60,
then you could probably put this on normal and still get
you
know, pretty decent frame rates. So I mean, this is definitely not a super demanding game.
Yep.
Obviously, if we go down and we go look at like 4K, it's a different story.
Exactly.
But
I mean, 4K though.
But I mean, like frankly, like even if you wanted 50 FPS, I mean, a 1070 you can kind of get away with. This is on high too.
Yeah.
So I mean, take off the anti-aliasing.
Yeah, exactly.
Or put it on normal.
Exactly.
And you'll get 60 no problem on like a 1070 or a 980 Ti. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's really, again, like, not that bad. Like, a 1080 Ti is pushing, like, you could V-Sync it at 60.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I mean...
Which is crazy. At 4K.
Yeah, so, I mean, take off the anti-aliasing and you're probably flying on a lot of these cards.
Damn.
So, definitely, hey, for once, good job, Bungie.
Yeah. Like,
you actually optimized the game.
Great.
That is good.
Until I get headshot, then fuck you, Bungie.
Yeah. So, yeah, we're actually not going to rip on Bungie this week.
Yeah, no. Good job, Bungie.
Yeah.
Like, actually, great job.
When you do good, we will tell you did good.
It's actually, like, running well.
It's just, usually you do bad, so. But that's all our articles for this week, guys. So, thanks for tuning in as always. I know the set's a little bit different. Spoiler alert, we might have another new set coming soon.
Maybe.
But that's in the works. That's no guarantees yet. We're working on it.
We're going to try.
We're going to try. But yeah, that is it for this week. So, thanks as always for watching. Like the video if you liked it. Share it around somewhere on the internet. I don't know.
Somewhere on the internet.
Put it on Reddit or something. I don't know. Share it around and, subscribe because we do this every week if you like what you see and you want to watch more of it.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one, guys.